Welcome to my kitchen. And today we are going to test run this pasta machine. I have finally bitten the bullet and I've purchased one. It's a Philips one. I'll leave a link in the descriptions below, but we're going to test run this. I have used it already. I've used it once. Actually, I used it twice. I used it the first time and it was an absolute flop. The pasta was sticking together. It was just an absolute mess. And then I followed the instructions and I made spaghetti the other week and it turned out really good. So my plan is at some point, I want to be able to harvest beetroot. I've got carrot puree and pumpkin puree, spinach, whatever vegetables that we've got coming out of the garden. I want to be able to make pasta. So I'll hide the vegetables inside the pasta. I'm going to try and perfect the way I do it, and then I'm going to muck around with it because it's very specific. If you don't have the ratios right, it's going to be too wet and then your pasta gets stuck when it comes out of the machine. And if it's too dry, then your pasta's not going to stick together. It is a very different pasta that comes out of the machine that you would see if you were just making your own pasta, which is by hand and then through the machine flattens it out. This is a very dry version of pasta, so it comes out quite dry. It goes straight into the water. You can freeze it. But yeah, I am giving this another test run. I've got dinner on and I need some pasta. So I'm going to quickly make maybe some penne pasta, I think. Got a stew in the oven and I think we'll put penne with it. Assembly is easy. Comes with 4 pasta molds, spaghetti, fettuccine, penne, and that's a lasagna one. So we're using penne today. Comes with a little cutter and a cleaner. So there's a notch that goes at the top. All right. Instructions are you put the flour in or the dry ingredients first, and then you mix the egg and the liquid ingredients, put the lid on, and then you add this slowly. I made the mistake when I first did this, and I actually put everything in there and there was like liquid coming out. So just remember, don't put everything in, just the flour to start with, and then you add your liquid slowly. All right. So this is your 2 cups of flour, and then this is where your liquid goes. The measurements, whether you're doing 1 cup or 2 cup, 1 cup, 2 cup. So 2 cups of flour is what we're going to run with. You can use any type of flour. I am using just all-purpose, I think. Nice lot of pastry that I did. Came up quite good, so I'm just going to keep using this. But yeah, you can mix a blend of different types of flours together. Right. It's the flour in there. We crack 2 eggs in there. Alright, so I've got 2 cups of flour in here. I've got 2 eggs and I've taken it, and you won't be able to see, but there is a line there for the 2 cups of liquid. I am going to, none of the recipes that I've come across yet say to put any salt in there, but I am going to salt my flour up a bit, and then I'll also salt the water up when I start cooking. Everything is quite automatic on this. You turn it on, make sure it's on automatic, and press the start button. It's as easy as that. So that's it there. The timer is going, and we're going to add the liquid. This is going to mix for another 1 minute 52 seconds, and then it's going to flip it and it's going to spin it the other way, and then it's going to start pushing our pasta out. So I'm going to get a plate ready, clear the area. Liquid going everywhere. So because we want penne pastas, they'll be shorter ones. We're going to be cutting these off quite fast, and then we're going to pop them in the water. So we've still got a minute to go. As you can see, it is quite a dry crumb that's happening in here. This is not the consistency that you would find in your normal pasta if you were making this by hand. Got 20 seconds. Okay, that's it. It's going to start itself. It's going to start the other way, and as it's spinning back the other way, it's going to start pushing the pasta out. So let's keep an eye on it. See a bit of flour coming out. Those are a little bit big. They're a bit better. How cool is that? Gotta try and make these a little bit more all uniform. I'm all over the shop. So as you can see, that's just gonna keep pushing it out. Just a cool bit of flour on there. Up. So they don't stick together. I'll just quickly show you, we are getting low on the pasta in there. Just gonna tidy this up a little bit because there's a little bit of pasta just stuck. It's just pushing it out through the barrel at the moment, whatever's left in there. It's going to be the last of it by the look of things. I think that's about it. This is the very last bit of pasta that's coming through now. I think that's about it. There's nothing to push the rest of it out, so I'm going to stop it. Cut that bit off. Put it over the side, or just dismantle this, and I'll show you how easy it is to plane it. This comes out. So there is a little bit of leftover pasta that's stuck on the outside, a little bit coming through there, and you will also have a little bit stuck inside there. That will just go to the pigs. Just clean this out. Get this little pokey, tiny little poke thing. This will help clean out all those holes, especially when you're using the pasta one, because you've got 3 holes in the back here, and then you've got a ton of tiny little holes in here. It's funny, at least with the spaghetti one, you've only got like a couple of holes on each section. This one's got heaps. Oh well, the joys of having easy pasta is not so much easy cleaning up. It's worth making my own pasta and then mucking around with this afterwards to clean it out. I'll run some cold water. I might actually just soak this and then give the rest of these a wash, and then they might just come out. This will wipe down. There's a little bit of flour on the outside there, but that is very easy to clean up. Not much mess. I've got the water on the stove ready to boil, and we will get this pasta in and we'll cook it up. Alright, I'm going to let the pasta shaper thing just soak for a little bit. We're going to pop this into the boiling water. Add a bit of salt, a little bit of oil in it so it doesn't stick. This does not take as long, so I'm going to make sure I keep an eye on it because this still has to go into the stew and mix through. So I don't want it well done and I don't want it sloppy and too soft. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. That is the new Philips. Well, it's new for me. Philips has been around for quite some time, but that is the Philips pasta machine. So yeah, you put the ingredients into the top and it spits out all the pasta, whatever kind of pasta you want at the bottom. Thank you for watching. And if that was interesting, or if you've got any questions, pop them into the comments below. Sometimes we're in the kitchen, sometimes we're in the garden. It just depends on what's happening on the farm. I will leave a link for the Philips in the description below. We are going to wait for that to cook. We're going to drain it, pop it into our stew, make some bread rolls, and that will be our dinner for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.